Imagine this. You live a normal life in your home country, you have a family and friends that you talk to every day using a very convenient mobile app. And one fine day, you make a lighthearted joke about the government. And bam, you're in jail. How did that happen? Turns out the Everything app you were using all this time is in cahoots with the government and is being used to keep an eye on you. Shocking, right? Well, this is the reality of millions in China. The company behind all this is Tencent, and the app in question is WeChat. Yes, the same WeChat we see in C-dramas and think that it's a really handy app. But what exactly is Tencent, and why are they being accused of such scary things? Let's find out. This is the Tencent story. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good. Tencent is a tech giant that rose from humble beginnings with only $1,000 in the bank. They're the brains behind WeChat, an all-in-one app that dominates daily life in China, used by almost all of the Chinese population. Imagine Google, Facebook, PayPal, YouTube, Netflix, Uber, Spotify, Yelp, Zoom, Deliveroo, Tinder, Amazon, and a bunch of other popular apps all mushed together. That's WeChat, dubbed the Everything app. Tencent's reach extends far beyond China. They've invested in countless companies like Reddit, Tesla, Spotify, Discord, Snapchat, and Universal Music. Tencent also reigns supreme in the gaming. Wiping billions off their bottom line. This whole situation makes you wonder what's really going on between them. One thing's for sure, there's more to this story than meets the eye. The ugly. Tencent's dominance in China goes way beyond just convenience. Imagine having one app that's basically your entire digital life rolled into one. Your social media, your bank account, your shopping habits, your location, everything. Now imagine the government has a direct line into all that information. That's the chilling reality of WeChat in China. The Chinese government can potentially see everything you do on the app, from your messages to your deleted conversations. This makes WeChat a goldmine for surveillance, and it's not just hypothetical. People have been jailed or disappeared for simply making jokes that criticize the Chinese Communist Party. Amnesty International and other human rights organizations have criticized Tencent for poor data privacy, highlighting its close ties with the Chinese government. To dominate in China, companies often must align with the government, yet Tencent's relationship is notably deep, allowing it to monopolize industries unchecked. The company is accused of providing the Chinese Communist Party (CCP) with backdoor access to encrypted messages, and is rumored to have thousands of party officials influencing its operations. This symbiotic relationship enables the government to control information flow and surveil citizens, blurring the lines between corporate power and state control in a troubling blend of tech and government overreach. Pony Ma, real name Ma Huateng, the tech world's ultimate enigma, is Tencent's CEO. Being an introvert, Pony rarely makes public appearances and prefers to stay in the shadows. His introversion goes way back to his school days, but one unforgettable incident stands out where his coding skills shone, and he hacked into the university's computer system, a feat that earned him respect. College was where Pony's programming talent truly blossomed. His university thesis project, a program that predicted stock market movements, was so impressive that at the age of 22, his internship company bought it for a huge amount. After graduating, Pony saw the immense potential of the exciting new internet technology and set his sights on building a business around it. However, here's where the Tencent story takes a bit of a turn. Pony's future empire isn't built on some groundbreaking original idea, and imitation would become a bit of a recurring theme in Tencent's playbook. In 1998, Pony Ma and his team launched OICQ, essentially a replica of ICQ reflecting a common practice in China. Despite initial struggles, including copyright infringement threats from AOL and financial instability, Tencent, OICQ's parent company, found its footing in 1999 after rebranding to QQ and receiving crucial investment from IDG Capital. This move propelled QQ's user base to 50 million by 2002, though monetization challenges persisted due to user resistance to subscription fees. The breakthrough came in 2003 with the introduction of the QQ Show, allowing users to buy virtual goods for their avatars, which significantly boosted revenue. By 2004, QQ had amassed over 500 million users and faced new competition from Microsoft's MSN. QQ's local server advantage and faster feature rollout kept it ahead of MSN, which faltered due to a confusing integration strategy. Tencent then capitalized on the observation that gamers were using QQ for communication, venturing successfully into the gaming sector by creating their own games and localizing foreign ones, leveraging China's restrictions on foreign websites to their advantage. However, Tencent's expansion wasn't without controversy. In 2008, after launching an antivirus software similar to Qihoo's 360 Safeguard, Tencent integrated it directly into QQ, capturing 40% of the market almost instantly. This aggressive move led to a legal and public relations battle with Qihoo, accusing Tencent of monopolistic practices and user data misuse. Tencent's counteractions forced users to choose between QQ and 360 Safeguard, with most opting for QQ's convenience. This strategic maneuver cemented QQ Doctor's position in the market despite the critics, showcasing Tencent's ability to dominate and adapt to China's rapidly evolving digital landscape. From 2005 to 2010, Tencent's revenue soared from $200 million to $2.9 billion, drawing attention and concerns over monopolistic practices. Despite its dominance, the Chinese government remained quiet. Tencent became influential, boosting startups through its platform. QQ evolved into a versatile portal for various online services, setting the stage for an internal rival. In the late 2010s, Tencent launched WeChat, which quickly outgrew Programs allowed users to access services offered by third-party businesses without ever leaving the WeChat app. This included everything from ride-hailing and food delivery to online shopping and booking movie tickets. With many programs, Tencent essentially transformed WeChat into a super app. WeChat seems like a dream app in China, so why isn't it huge everywhere else? The truth is that the reasons behind WeChat's success in China are exactly what holds it back internationally. Buckle up, because things are about to get interesting. Here's where Tencent's relationship with the Chinese government comes into play. Tencent's WeChat became hugely successful in China due in part to the government's relaxed regulations. This meant that the Chinese government could access all user data and censor anything they deemed inappropriate. While this was uncomfortable for many users, the convenience of WeChat outweighed the privacy concerns for most. Tencent, despite not necessarily creating WeChat to be a surveillance tool, had to comply with the CCP's demands. This meant employing censors, deleting posts, and feeding user data into China's social credit system. This close relationship with the CCP is a major reason why WeChat isn't as popular outside of China, and another reason for WeChat's limited international appeal is that it's very China-centric. The app integrates seamlessly with various Chinese services which wouldn't be relevant elsewhere. So, while WeChat is a dominant force in China, its success isn't easily replicated elsewhere due to government control, lack of customization for other countries, and established competition. Finally, there's a historical trend of Chinese tech companies struggling to gain traction outside China and vice versa. However, TikTok, a short-form video sharing platform, has recently become a global phenomenon, proving that this trend might be changing. TikTok, despite being a newcomer to the social media landscape, took the world by storm, surprising even Tencent. Known for its aggressive strategies, Tencent quickly developed a copycat app within WeChat, hoping to lure users away from TikTok by also blocking TikTok ads and mentions on their platform. However, this tactic backfired spectacularly. TikTok's secret weapon, its highly effective machine learning algorithm, kept users hooked with personalized content, rendering Tencent's efforts futile. This led to an unprecedented public spat between Tencent's Pony Ma and ByteDance's Zhang Yiming, with accusations flying from copying and blocking to slander, showcasing an unusual display of animosity from two typically reserved executives. In 2018, the Chinese government cracked down on video games, worried about addiction and violence. This hurt Tencent, a gaming giant, as they couldn't release new games or make money from them. To appease the government, Tencent had to add age verification and change games like PUBG to be less violent and more patriotic. Things got worse in 2020 when Jack Ma, head of Alibaba, Tencent's rival, criticized the government. His company's IPO was canceled and he disappeared from public view. This spooked Pony Ma, who thought he was safe since Tencent always played by the rules. But he was wrong. The government started going after all big tech companies, including Tencent, with fines and investigations. The government wanted to remind everyone who's boss. Tencent, despite cooperating, got hit hard with limitations on new games and deals. Despite the recent crackdown, Tencent is still a massive company with a lot of influence, especially in China. They faced layoffs and pressure to work harder, but WeChat remains hugely popular, and they're still investing internationally. They're also slowly getting back on the government's good side, even making games like Health Defense that clearly appeased the CCP. They've also partnered with government propaganda departments and even released a game called Clap for Xi Jinping. It's clear Tencent is bending over backwards to avoid further issues. The future is uncertain. While Tencent might be well positioned for the metaverse, the Chinese government might not allow a global version they can't control. This constant struggle between appeasing China and the global market will likely continue for Tencent. Tencent's story is a fascinating one. They've achieved incredible success, but it's come with challenges and complexities. And there's much to learn from their story: the good, the bad, and the ugly.